Taking a walk in nature is a simple pleasure that everyone deserves but often takes for granted. For those that are disabled, it may take a great deal of research and planning to be able to access certain types of nature. Our group thinks that this is something that should change, and that is why we decided to do our service project traveling to a nature trail and sharing what we discovered in terms of accessibility. This is in hopes that we can help others better enjoy and access wildlife.
Hi, I'm Koemi. Hi, I'm Anna.
I'm Laura,
I'm Maddie.
I'm Caden.
and we are Team 4, the Sustainability Soldiers.
We are here at the Fort River Birding and Nature Trail in Hadley, Massachusetts, contributing to a growing database of accessible conservation properties.
This includes gathering statistics and uploading them to the Birdability website while documenting our progress.
This is in hopes to make nature and natural resources more accessible to all people, regardless of their differences.
In 1990, the ADA, which is the Americans with Disabilities Act, put forth an act which made all public and government-owned properties become handicap accessible. In 2010, this act was revised. It was specifically geared towards ensuring that all parks and recreation were handicap accessible. This means that a facility can be ADA compliant, but it does not mean that everyone with a disability will be able to access it.
According to their website, Birdability is a crowdsourced map which describes the accessibility features of birding locations all over the world.
As a disabled person, as well as a passionate birder, Virginia Rose began this project in hopes of building a community of people who love nature and want to access it despite any mobility challenges they may have.
The rest of the board members of the Birdability organization have a passion for nature, conservation, and creating spaces that enable everyone to enjoy the beauty of nature.
According to the Birdability Drive for Inclusion report card in 2020, only 15% of people with mobility challenges are satisfied with the effectiveness of ADA laws. This is important because an estimated 1.3 billion people experience a significant disability. This is about 16% of the global population, or 1 out of every 6 people.
To us, sustainability encompasses the actions and attitudes that aspire to achieve the conservation of natural resources in an equitable manner. It is important to bring attention to issues that threaten sustainability because a lack of information and understanding can perpetuate and multiply harmful practices that act against them.
We traveled to Fort River Trail at Conant Wildlife Refuge to record and contribute data to the Birdability website. We walked and reviewed the site and documented the physical accessibility of the birding location. This included accessibility criteria, services available at the location, trail surfaces, including width and pullouts, obstacles and safety barriers, as well as ramps.
We chose to do this project because we believe having the ability to connect to nature is a human right, no matter certain physical or mental differences that person may have.
We believe sustainability leadership is important. It is human nature for there to be leaders and followers. So in order to get people on board and live sustainably, sometimes people need someone to set an example for them.
Engaging with one's community in the form of a sustainability leadership project allows people to feel connected to nature as well as the people and animals that reside there. More specifically, we found that by taking initiative and working with others, it can give people a sense of purpose and fuel future environmentally responsible actions.
We acknowledge that the lands we stand and conduct this research on were once occupied by the Pecumtuck and Norwottuck people. We acknowledge that these lands were brutally taken from them due to years of oppression and colonization.
We give our gratitude to the nearby lands which still have a connection to the indigenous tribes in which they used to belong. We conduct this research on this land as a first step towards furthering our connection with the land and its resources.
After walking the designated route, the next step for our group was to upload our data to the Birdability map, therefore supplying the system and its users with an understanding of the overall accessibility of this trail. Not only was this process simple and an enjoyable outdoor experience for our group, we can now take pride in having contributed to a database that assists those who have a passion for nature but often struggle to engage in this passion because they are disabled.
Our project allowed us to contribute new findings to a greater pool of crowdsourced data, which required us to view our work through a new perspective. We noticed a lot more obstacles while assessing the accessibility of the trails, which we would not have noticed without this project and survey in mind.
Experience contributed to our awareness of accessibility in nature and shows us how to make others aware of these otherwise unnoticed issues. We encourage others to consider contributing to the Birdability website by visiting these locations in their own areas. Some places to consider in western Massachusetts are Whiting Reservoir in Holyoke, Robertson State Park in Agawam, and Long Meadow Flats.